Hi there, folks. Have you ever seen Man City being that impressive on the pitch? Is there any chance for Inter to stop Pep's machine? Share your opinion in the comments below, leave us a like, and we'll proceed to start. Let's get the show on the pitch. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang will be back to the Gabon national team. He scored 30 goals in 73 appearances with the Panthers. Napoli would consider appointing PSG manager Christophe Galtier as head coach if Luciano Spalletti suddenly decides to leave. Crystal Palace star Wilfried Zaha is seriously considering penning a new contract with his current club, despite interest from a number of big teams. Former midfielder Deco has arrived in Barcelona for talks with the club's board. He will become the new sporting director, replacing Jordi Cruyff. An American consortium of Silicon Valley-based private investors have held talks to acquire Sheffield United following their Premier League promotion. Brentford's top goalscorer Ivan Toney has been banned from all football-related activities for 8 months because of 200 cases of breaching the FA's gambling laws. He scored 20 Premier League goals this season. Getafe have now registered a complaint with the Spain Football Federation Competition Commission regarding a possible violation of the rules by Real Madrid. The Azulones strongly believe that Ancelotti had no right to change his mind over Asensio's substitution by subbing off Camavinga and letting Marco stay. Despite that, the latter has almost excited the field. This summer, 11 AC Milan players could be sold to other clubs: Tatarusanu, Mirante, Bakayoko, Balotelli, Messias, Adli, Vranks, Dest, Rebic, Origi, and Ibrahimovic. Barcelona are monitoring Feyenoord right-back Lucharel Gertruda. This season, he slotted 3 goals and delivered 2 assists in 39 appearances. Liverpool are targeting Bristol City central midfielder Alex Scott, who has been named the EFL Championship Young Player of the Year for the 2022-23 campaign. Inter have agreed a contract extension with first-team centre-back Alessandro Bastoni until the summer of 2028. The footballer will earn between 5.5 and 6.5 million per year. Xabi Alonso, who has been recently linked with a move to Real Madrid, has commented on the rumors surrounding his persona. "I will stay at Bayer Leverkusen. I'm very happy at this club and with this team," the coach stated. Mauricio Pochettino, the manager expected to take charge of Chelsea this summer, wanted to work with Romelu Lukaku, who is spending this season on loan at Inter Milan. 33-year-old striker Ashley Barnes has switched Burnley to Norwich City. He will join the Canaries on a 2-year deal. Inter attacking midfielder Henrik Mkhitaryan will miss the upcoming Serie A fixture against Napoli due to the injury he picked up against AC Milan. Carlo Ancelotti has set the record for having coached the most Champions League games, 191, overtaking Sir Alex Ferguson, 190. The brace netted against Real Madrid marked Bernardo Silva's first 2 goals of his Champions League season. West Ham United have renewed their interest in Manchester United centre-back Harry Maguire and defensive midfielder Scott McTominay. Brighton & Hove Albion head coach Roberto De Zerbi said that goalkeeper Robert Sanchez began to ignore training sessions due to losing his place at the first team. "He decided everything. Robert decided everything at the moment. He wanted it this way. Not me, not the club," the manager noted. "I see rumors on Messi everywhere, but well, I'd really like Leo's return to Barca," Pedri said. Granit Xhaka has decided to leave Arsenal at the end of the season and is close to agreeing a move to Bayer Leverkusen. He will sign a contract valid until the summer of 2027. Philippe Clement, currently in charge of AS Monaco, could return to Club Brugge as head coach in the summer. MLS club Montreal Impact is interested in signing Eden Hazard this summer. However, the Belgian still has no intention to quit Real Madrid. Manchester United have told Napoli that they are gonna trigger the release clause included in the contract of the Parthenopéens defender Kim Min-jae. In the first 15 days of July, this amount will be 60 million euros. Experienced midfielder Jefferson Lerma is leaving Bournemouth as a free agent. Crystal Palace are interested in his services. Luton Town and RB Leipzig are keen to sign Leeds United right-back talent Cody Dramish, who is currently on loan at Luton. Talks between Liverpool and Trent Alexander-Arnold over a fresh deal are expected to happen this summer. One of Arsenal's leaders, Gabriel Martinelli, will be sidelined for the rest of the season due to an ankle ligament injury. Luton Town and Coventry City will battle at Wembley in the EFL playoff final to decide who will take the third and final promotion to the Premier League. Manchester City will play in the Champions League final for the second time in the club's history. Last time, the citizens were outplayed by Thomas Tuchel's Chelsea. PSG are considering Olympique Marseille's Alexis Sanchez as a potential alternative to Lionel Messi. Real Madrid have suffered the biggest defeat in the Champions League since 2009. The Merengues lost with the same 0-4 score to Liverpool back then. Pep Guardiola led his team to the Champions League final for the fourth time. He is a two-time tournament winner. For the first time since 2010, there will be no French footballers in the Champions League final. Pep Guardiola got his 100th Champions League win as a manager. There were a few matches yesterday, but it was a big day of football. Man City literally demolished Real Madrid in the first half. Erling Haaland twice headed from killing positions, though Thibaut Courtois managed to save his shots. Pep's side continued to press, which resulted in Bernardo Silva escaping Camavinga and outplaying Courtois in the 23rd minute. In the 37th, the Portuguese netted a brace with a header into the empty corner. At the beginning of the second half, Los Blancos tried to create some moments, but nothing came out of it, except for long shot attempts. Ultimately, Militao diverted De Bruyne's free kick into his own net, and Julian Alvarez made full use of a one-on-one moment in the last minutes of added time. 4-0. Man City are going through to the final stage. Moving on to the main news of the release. West Ham United striker Declan Rice still remains Arsenal's top summer transfer target. The Gunners are so serious about signing the English midfielder, they have already prepared £92 million for his move. Rice is supposed to be a starting lineup replacement for Granit Xhaka, who is about to join Bayer Leverkusen. Earlier on, it became known that Arsenal can spend about £200 million on new signings this summer. Erling Haaland's agent, Rafael Pimenta, commented on the info regarding Erling Haaland's contract release clause, which should be activated in the summer of 2024. The release clause into Haaland's contract is a mystery. It reminds me of the Treasure Island. No one knows. I like it. Clause removed after Pep signed a new deal? No comments on contracts. We had many stories about that. Nevertheless, Real Madrid have reportedly intended to take the Norwegian super forward by triggering the release clause included in his deal with Man City. Despite interest from Newcastle and Manchester United, Bayern striker Sadio Mane had no plans to leave Munich. The Senegalese has a good relationship with Thomas Tuchel, so there are no reasons for a departure. Talks of Mane's shaky Munich future has been emerging since the clash against Man City at the Etihad. After the loss, Mane hit Leroy Sané in the lip in the dressing room, for which he was fined by the club. PSG legend Marco Verratti has decided to leave the club in the summer. The Italian doesn't like the atmosphere within the Red and Blues camp, so he is ready for a new challenge. The Italian considers Real Madrid to be his priority, but the Whites are not gonna buy another central midfielder after recruiting Bellingham. Verratti is also considering the possibility of returning to Italy or transferring to Saudi Arabia. Liverpool have officially confirmed that Roberto Firmino, Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain, Naby Keita, and James Milner will be quitting the team as free agents in the summer. According to Goal, the Reds have already identified the pool of players they want as replacements. We are talking about Ryan Gravenberch, Bayern, Alexis McAllister, Brighton, Teun Koopmeiners, Atalanta, Mateus Nunes, Wolves, Joao Palhinha, Fulham, and Mason Mount, Chelsea. The government of Saudi Arabia has a list of 20 footballers who are gonna be invited to play for local clubs. It's known for sure that the names of Roberto Firmino, Sadio Mane, Lionel Messi, Jordi Alba, Sergio Busquets, Marco Verratti, Angel Di Maria, and Leandro Paredes are on the list. The government thinks that having a large number of football celebrities in the local league will help to promote their right to host the 2030 World Cup. Despite the club's official statement about the departure of Mateo Alman from the post of sporting director, it seems like the official remains in Barca. He was one step away from concluding a contract with Aston Villa, but changed his mind after a trip to Birmingham. The Aston Villa project doesn't look as stunning as he thought. Alman knew that Laporte had not closed the door on him, so he decided not to part ways with Blaugrana after all. From now on, he's gonna deal with the team's issues along with Deco and Bojan Krkic. Guys, An interesting video about former football stars who became coaches was released on the Football Club channel. Rooney, Kompany, Tevez, Pirlo, Xavi, Arteta, and others. How are they doing? Be quick to click on the link and find out. Have a great time watching. As always, thank you for your attention and see you in a bit.